if you wanted to, you could completely screw with me. Like, there's no way that I know that it's on. I'm not controlling it. It is you. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Academia Chronicles of Porta Temporea. I hope you all had a lovely holiday. I hope you can continue to have a lovely holiday. But as of now, we are not having a lovely holiday. It is actually very unlovely, as our very own Trahggeim is kind of dead, was dead, a little dead, just slightly dead.
Yeah, she realized at the end of last episode that she was actually undead because she's like, I don't want coffee.
Oh, yeah, that's how we end.
Which, I want coffee. I'm obviously
want
not
coffee.
undead.
But Trahggeim does not want coffee, although you feel this, like, feeling of happiness that is not your own, but is, like, being forced into you. It's the happiness you're very used to. It's Celine. Celine is happy you don't want coffee. So that means Celine
more for
gets
her.
more coffee.
Right. For now, I will have to be satisfied with that.
Yeah. There is some happiness being brought into your undead state.
My lack of life.
But as always, I think we'll just jump right in, as last time we met, there was ill tidings of world destruction. And Rachel saying that maybe we should avoid / postpone this tarrasque hunt, as there may be a bigger situation befalling us. You all get some sleep. I'm going to go and get the preparations ready, and I will meet you all tomorrow morning in front of your your dorms. You walked in, you opened the door, and lo and behold, there was an extra person there. Peter. Peter is asleep, I believe, on Trahggeim's bed, because Trahggeim has the biggest bed.
If I remember right, I walked over, pushed him off, and was like, good night.
So he falls to the ground, like, and then just goes back to sleep on the floor. Is there anything anyone would like to do other than pushing Peter off the bed?
Yes.
What shall you do?
I'm making a beeline for the library.
Yes, you did go straight to the library. And I think we discussed the things you learned off camera. Okay, that is good. Fira, are you doing anything?
Probably like, oh, Peter, you're still here. I'm so surprised.
And Peter looks up like, yeah. And you can see he's trying to see who you are. One, because it's dark. Two, because it's Peter. Like, if you talk, it's possible you spoke to him yesterday. He just forgot. It's like, yeah, I'm here. You're Jane, right? Jim, Josh, John.
Yeah. I see you're the same Peter that I remember.
Yeah. I things have been good. He starts going into all the things he's done. Yeah, I washed the door to the artifact museum. The doorknob. That was me.
Good.
But I'd love to regale you of all. Oh, wait a minute. Are you here to be one of my students?
Absolutely not.
Because I have graduated. I've taken all the classes.
You did? Oh, good for you.
Oh, wait, no. And he looks around to see who's all awake. Trahggeim is asleep. What about Astrid? Is Astrid up?
Is trying to beeline it for the library as well.
Oh, okay. So then Trahggeim is asleep. So he's like, yeah, I definitely graduated. I am a graduate.
So I do have a question about that. Am I actually asleep if I'm undead?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check a thing.
I know I have no need for sleep, but that doesn't mean necessarily that an undead can't choose to sleep.
No need for the sustenances. You also don't need nearly as much sleep. Come on, let me see a thing.
I definitely
Being
know
a
that I
fa-
tried. So if I can sleep, then I'm
You
asleep.
can
Awesome.
sleep, and you only need 4 hours a day rather than the usual 8.
Nice. See why
Okay.
you don't eat coffee.
So he's out. Yeah, I've graduated. I graduated from all the professors. They don't ask them though because they don't want to like make that be the bar. You know, it's hard enough graduating from one class. So
Oh, yes, of course.
yeah.
Eye roll.
Like, well, you know, if you don't want to be my student, then that's fine. But if you ever need help, you know, with anything, just give me a call. I can be the one to help you. But I think I'm
Oh.
gonna go back to sleep. You know, it's a hard day for us
Oh, I
graduates.
bet. Worked so hard graduating from all schools. Yeah.
All this, yeah. So,
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Good night.
I see Uwo is not here. I'm just gonna take Uwo's bed. He's gonna climb into the bed, kind of like scrunch up. Astrid, you follow Uwo, and even though Uwo has them like tiny legs compared to yours, it's hard to keep up. Like Uwo has a motive, a means, a destination that you have not seen in his eyes before. He's not sprinting, but it's down there close.
You know,
He's
the
very
fast,
excited.
the speed walking.
Yeah, full
You're
on speed walking, got the full
with
like
the
arm
extra
movement.
shake and the
Yeah.
tush and everything.
So
I'm
you-
gonna try and match it. You know, just try and speed walk my little tush up and follow and be like, hey, remember I'd like to go to the library too.
Don't
no
go.
response. Just going. Eventually, Uwo gets there, flashes his cherubic smile as well as the paper that says access to all the things.
All the
And
things.
then goes off kind of on his own doing research.
Nice.
What are you going to research? Are you going to help Uwo research, or are you going to research stuff on your own?
Just some more healing powers. I would like to learn heal. So I want to go on a mission to try and figure out how to learn heal, even if I'm not there yet.
Give
Be able to.
me either an intelligence or a wisdom check, your choice.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's see if this will work.
And then fear, I'm assuming 7. Ooh. The problem with looking up heal is that all healing spells technically have the word heal in them. So, you know, you look up the first thing for heal is like healing word. You're like, well, I mean, technically, but that's not like I want heal space. I don't want like a healing thing. And so you know that it is here because there's so much information, but it's really hard to like find the particularities that would lead you to learning the spell heal. It's not that you can't find it, but it probably won't happen tonight. The question
Jot
is,
down as much notes as I possibly can.
are you going to spend all night here, or are you going to go back at some point?
Hmm, do I personally need to heal from it? Something that happened last time around? Do I need to rest?
You don't need to heal, but if you don't sleep, then you get a level of exhaustion. The first level, I think, is disadvantage on ability checks. So you might be
Uh,
able to risk it.
I would like to dedicate like maybe a little less than half the night to trying to figure out heal and or something that's more advanced than what I know. Am I allowed to check books out?
Not from the like super secret inner library. You can check all the
Okay,
other books out, but not the ones that needed the Rachel's permission.
got. All right.
Uh,
Well, I will try and figure out as much as I can and then head back to rest.
Give me a wisdom check with disadvantage then, if you're gonna like kind of expedite it. And then Fira,
Okay.
Peter has gone to bed, to Uo's bed. Are you going to sleep as well, or are you just gonna like? Are there anything else you want to do?
Uh, I feel like I want to go follow Rachel.
Okay, so Rachel like took off, but ooh, that's a 2. Nah, not tonight.
Okay, that's fine. Bedtime.
No.
Oh, okay.
Astrid
me.
rolled a 2, so she
Oh,
didn't find anything. You know where she lives. Like you've seen her house, and so you walk back there and you like knock on the door, knowing she's gonna be awake. And before you even like knock, the door opens and she's like in her like front parlor, like poring over books. Yeah, come in. I figured you'd be here.
perfect timing.
She looks at you and she's like, you know, you don't have to do this. You're no longer affiliated with the school, and I didn't want to tell them, but this may be slightly more dangerous than we're used to.
Well, Trahggeim has 2 limbs and is dead, and we have death professors, and we have all these tests. I
Yeah.
think
By
I'll
the
stay.
way,
I think I'll stay.
what is this death professor? Because I don't think we hired any death professors. Who are you talking about?
Girl. I'll tell her. Yeah, shepherd and blah blah
Right.
blah. But everybody believed it was a professor, so
Rachel's pretty smart. She's gonna be like, it's that goddamn Peter. He's been hanging around that cohort, and like no matter what we tell them, they won't listen to us. And like they were fresh when they came in, and like since he's been hanging around them, so much has happened. Like Peter
can
needs
we
to get
fire Peter as a student? Can you fire students?
I mean, he's not a student. He like dropped out.
Can we banish him?
We've been trying to, but like he's actually really good at like scrubbing doorknobs, and
I mean,
he organized the whole like introduction. Like he led the tour, and
what if I teach someone prestidigitation and then we banish him? No? Okay. We'll keep
no,
brainstorming.
that's probably for the best. Like he's we kept him around because he talks a big game, but he hasn't really been hurtful. But like he's been hurtful to them if he's having them believe we have death professors who tried to cause death as a test.
Yep. So, just the stories I've heard since I've got here about the state of the school. I think I'll stick around, help out, so you let me know what you need.
Well, there is one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because in the story you told, you said there was an Enroness who said this lady of war and destruction would take a liking to you.
Yeah, I don't think it's for a date, so I'm not really excited.
She stands up and like starts casting a spell and casts protection from good and evil on you.
Oh, thank you, Rachel.
Like this won't last forever, but it might keep your demons at bay for a bit.
Whew, hallelujah. All right. So also, we was talking about the destruction of everything that we know as we know it. So maybe that has to do with that too. Let's just keep that as a bookmark.
Yeah. I'm looking at any research for prophecies or whatever talking about destruction. I'm not getting much. Which is why I think that taking a trip to that, one religious city might work. We don't really do a lot of like religious research anymore, and that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe we sparked something, or we neglected something, or we like didn't water the Furby, and then it's coming back to attack us. I don't know, but
Water the Furby. Dear Lord. All right. We got this.
yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, it'll be a good trip. It will be cold, and I know how much you love the cold, so I would get nice and warm tonight because it'll be the last time for a while.
Okay. Warm, lots of fur, lots of fire spells. Okay, on it.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I've been so caught up in this whole destruction thing. I haven't even offered you any coffee or tea. And then like she like immediately closes all the books and starts summoning like tea and like floating.
Oh,
Like we
jeez.
need to sit down, like have a chat. I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so she sets up for a little girl time because you all had a,
Nice.
even though you weren't a black mage, um, you hung out with Rachel a lot. You know, lots of like
Hmm.
elemental destruction. And,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's half the fun of being an elementalist. I'm sorry. Somebody's at my door real quick. Oh,
So then they have their girl talk. At some point, Astrid gets back, um, sees Peter in Uo's bed, which is a very common thing at this point. Although weird now because Peter has a house, so don't know why Peter's there. Um, and then Astrid goes to sleep. Uh, Fever, was there anything you wanted to specifically ask Rachel?
yeah. How's Rachel been? Why is she still here? Does she have any, things going on? Any booze in the other village? And what are the teachers like? And is that one still here? And
Gotcha. Okay, so like general like catch up. So she's like, yeah, no, we've gotten rid of a good half of the professors since you've been here. They're kind of shady, but I'm not one to talk. Some people call me shady as well. Uh,
who's your favorite?
I think my favorite is back and forth between Uso and I know her name, but I don't know her name right now. Give me
Okay.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Betty.
Uso and Betty.
Yeah.
Betty's
Uso
mean
is
to
the. Betty is not me. She did try to kill y'all once.
us.
Betty is new-ish. She was around before. But she used to volunteer because she was friends with the headmaster, the samurai professor who's been here forever. Um, she essentially used to volunteer as a nurse or a medical practitioner. Um, no one knew she even knew how to use any weapons, and then the old warrior trainer uh, died in battle, and so she was like, "Oh, I know how to do this." Everyone's like, "You know, this involves like hurting people," and the like samurai trainer was like, "No, no, it's trust me, it's fine. She can do that."
Give it and I shall take it away.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like her too.
Uso is also super new. Before you came, there weren't any gunbreaker training, but you've heard a lot about Uso from Trahggeim. Uso came out of nowhere and was like, everything y'all do is crap. I made a sword with a gun on it. And they're like, that can't be used. Oh, wow, that's actually impressive. She's actually not really a fighter. She's more of an engineer who just creates these things and like has augmented herself in order to fight, in order to like, because like this is a teaching university, so you have to like teach as well as you reach. She's like, I don't care, but fine. And that like really appeals to Rachel because like, I like you. Yeah, you know what you want to do. uh, and then you know like Uso has been in jail, although Uso is now free from some proclamation. Most of the other professors I don't really know. They kind of stick to themselves, or I find them weird or oddly nice. So I think they're hiding something, and or they're like too judgy and they don't like my office. You know, it's fine. It's fine. But no, it's been
Perfect.
good. But yeah, I'm so close to unraveling the final secrets. I think I'll only be here for another 3 or 4 years, honestly.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'll be on my way.
On your way where?
Oh, you know, just down the road somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I gotta have a few secrets of my own. Actually, Fira, give me an insight check.
Insight check. Okay. Mm, I will get faster at this, I promise.
I mean, it still takes because like you gotta find, and then they're all like tiny. And you're like, which one looks to be the length of insight? What? Let me see. You're still awake. You're asleep. Trahgheim.
Yes.
This is the first time you slept when you didn't actually need to sleep. Inside is 10. Okay, we'll come back to that one. You start having dreams. And it's like a lucid dream. But it's not a fun lucid dream.
Oh.
You look around and you're in this like desolate wasteland with like black clouds roiling with like this like purple lightning.
Okay, so Fira's home, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason I never went to visit her family.
It's beautiful.
And you look up and there is this floating city connected to the ground by chains. Very not Mordana.
Okay.
And then you look at yourself and you're not so much you as you are like some kind of worm creature.
Huh.
And you look around and
Do I
you're
have
surrounded.
arms?
You do not have arms. No.
Well, how am I supposed to swing my sword and hold a shield without arms?
And you look around and there are many other worm creatures.
Hey. Hey. What's going on?
They don't respond.
Okay.
And
That's
then
awkward.
as you're looking at, you see what appears to be a battle. You can't really see, but you see lots of things, creatures clashing.
Oh, why can't I have a sword? I'll start worming my way that way.
And
Is
wake up.
Peter
Um,
still in? Oh no, Peter's in
Peter's in
Uo's
Uo's bed now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Peter's in Uo's bed. Astra's also asleep. Fira is not back. Fira is, you've known Rich for a while. She's always been hiding something. Like she's never let you into her office. For some reason. She's also like way older than you, but she looks 19. And whenever people like ask her about it, she's like, "Oh, academics keep me young," which is clearly bullshit.
It sounds like Merlin from Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah. And so like you have a feeling whatever is going on is connected to all because like she like admits freely she has some shady shit going on. But it seems like at least now she's still not ready to divulge what some of that shady shit is.
Okay. So fear is gonna be like probably more intimate feeling that it probably needs to be. That's okay. You just tell me and I got you whenever you're ready. Cheers with my little teacup.
And for the first time you've ever known her, you see this look of concern break from her. Rachel is, in general, like especially when you first meet her, she is Mrs. Rogers. She is like her like room has all these like you can do it posters and super encouraging. And even when things aren't going great, she's always like positivity will get us through. I believe in you. It's hard, but don't worry. She's never shown concern for herself. And even though this time only lasted maybe a second and a half, it was slightly horrifying to actually have that part like break through. Because one, like you know that it was always there, but two, if it broke through now and not before, like there's some shit that's about to go down.
Oh, good. So then I'm gonna do classic Fira hug and just flop right over onto her lap. There. I got you. It's okay.
And she'll hug you back and be like, "Thank you, Fira."
Girl time's the best.
And then she like kind of after she like pulls herself together, like, "Now, I need to go get us some citrus scones. I'll be right back."
Absolutely.
And she goes and clearly like stalling for time as a very practiced black mage, she can literally like make citrus scones in the matter of like a second. And when she comes back, she is once again like more guarded. although very concerned. Give me one more insight check.
Okay.
One more insight check.
This is gonna be faster. I just practiced.
Peter. Because she's acting differently now. One, she is back to being like her super guarded self.
Mm.
Two, for the first time, she is kind of directing the question towards you. Almost in a sense, like she's considering this research. Like she's back in work mode.
Mm.
Researching you.
Do your worst.
But with a 16, you'll know that she's not researching you for her shady reasons. She's researching you, kind of asking you like how strong you become, like what have you done? Kind of like trying to see if she thinks you're strong enough to survive.
Good. I'll give her like really, this strong. Look what I can do over here. Do you want to see my firebolt?
At some point, she's like, "Yeah, hit me with your firebolt."
But we're friends. You don't hit friends with firebolts, Rachel.
Unless they ask. Come on, just hit me with your firebolt.
I knew you were into weird stuff. That's okay. All right. Bam! And I cast firebolt.
Roll a d10, because even if you miss, she'll like jump into the way. Actually, no, 2d10 at this point.
2d10. Is that just in the chat? Okay, I see
yeah.
it on the bottom. Just click it twice.
Yep.
Enter. Oh wait, no, they're combined. They're combined. Oh, it was fine. Okay.
Yeah. So you were kind of trying to hold back because you're like, okay, you want me to hit you, but I'm still not going to hit you with the full force.
Right. Yeah. Friends don't hit friends with firebolts. Like, what's wrong with you?
But your like muscle memory kicked in, and you started making the motion. You were like, die! Oh wait, no! And you can see like her hair is like kind of singed now, and she's like patting it up.
Do I have prestidigitation? I want to help her. I do not. I don't think I do. I do not think I do.
I mean, you have create water, I think.
That'll help.
And she
Let
looks
me
at
see.
you.
Oh, I have gust. I'll do gust. Gust afflicts it. Put it out. It probably has like a mohawk now, but that's okay. There's no fire.
And she looks at you, is like, I hope you can make it. Anyway, we got to get you some sleep tomorrow. It's going to be a long and grueling day.
I'm going to take like all of the scones but one because she made me work out. So I have to.
So, I'll bring some more tomorrow as well. Good night, Fira.
Night! One arm hug. Scones. Bye.
And you leave to go back to the dorms. And you look back as Rachel is like watching you through like the cracked door as far as she can see you until she can't see you anymore.
Am I watching her the whole time? Because I might. If I see her,
Yeah.
I might just. What's up? Okay, we're doing this. That's cool.
And you keep, and then at some point the darkness takes over, and then you hear the slow creak of a door closing.
Well, that was weird. All right, no worries. I have scones. We're still friends. Probably fine. Fira has a lot of belief in people, so we'll see how far that gets her.
I mean, she seemed like she was well intentioned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doubting her intentions, but just like that was just a whole lot of weird on top of a weird cake, which again, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with cake.
People have like weird cakes sometimes.
And that's fine. I know Rachel, we're cool, but now I'm like, what happened to this school though?
It is vastly changed. There's like new, fancier buildings. As you're walking back, you see these two like dance students, and they're talking about how the professor may have actually tried to kill them with his chakrams. I think he said he was just trying to bring out my innate evasiveness. I think he was trying to kill me. No, that's how he does it. You have to feel like you're dying. So you
have to be one with death.
You have to be one with death. And if you want to face death. And I was like, nah, I think he just wanted to kill me. You make your way back.
I'm going to give that person a scone. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to give him a scone and then keep
just
going.
like, you see him just like munching on it.
Oh, God.
When you get back, Trahggeim is asleep, as is Astrid.
Trahggeim gets a little scone too. And then Astrid gets maybe 1.5, depending on how much I have, because she has the shield chicken. So
She does have the shield chicken, yeah.
Half the chair.
Peter is asleep in Uo's bed.
No scones for Peter.
And you do see one more bed for the other person in the cohort who is on a mission right now, like a mission of self-discovery, and so he won't be back for a while, so that bed is open.
Okay. I will probably make it real nice and then sleep on top of the covers of that bed.
Gotcha.
For respect reasons.
And I'm trying to think. You all wake up pretty early to the smell of glorious, delicious coffee. Astrid, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And Peter's like, oh, hey, you're all up. I want to thank you for letting me stay here, so I made you some coffee with my special blend.
Peter.
Trahggeim, I know you love it, so I made you the biggest cup.
I get really excited for a moment, and then I'm like, thanks.
No.
And I'm going to take it anyway and drink it. But it's just like...
Yeah, it's like...
Where's the taste? Where's the flavor?
Hot. Actually, no, you don't even know it's hot. It's like, it's liquid.
This is great.
Astrid, you are you're like, oh yes, coffee. Are you ready for coffee, Eos? And Eos is not feeling great. You see her kind of shiver, kind of shake, and then she pops out of existence. And in her place pops a bunny. Green bunny who looks at you for all of a second and then darts her way to the coffee.
Seems so accurate. Okay. I'm excited that Celine came back. I love Celine. So I'm gonna follow her for some coffee as well and try and pet her like a bunny and be like, no, bunnies like this. Bunnies like this. And let me do it.
So then everyone gets coffee, except for Peter, because by the time he goes back to get stuff for himself, Celine is just in the coffee. Roll me a D10 if you would. Astrid. Yeah.
Let's see.
And then Peter's like, all right, what shenanigans are we getting into today, y'all? Are we ready for the tarrasque hunt?
I sigh again. I don't think we're going to the tarrasque hunt. Rachel wants us elsewhere. It was Rachel, right? Okay, just making sure I didn't forget that right.
Rachel, what? No, that's okay. This is what I'll do for you because you're all my students. I will. We'll go on a mission. Oh no, Rachel can't find you, and then we'll be back right before the tarrasque hunt. So, what's the worst that could happen?
Fear makes face when he says that.
I remember you. Yeah, you're who I spoke to last night. Oh my god, it's been so long. We want more coffee?
We got there. Yay.
Would you like more coffee? There's a rabbit in it, and you look in and there is no more coffee.
I'm good, thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, would you want to come to the field trip too?
Oh, we're not doing a field trip, but that was an excellent suggestion.
But are you sure? I mean, I can do it. I also
You can. Do you want to?
yeah. But of course, I always take my students on the field trip, and you can tell he's like starting to like back away because he's never met this type of resistance.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can scope out. I'm sure you have your plans. You graduated all the schools, so you need to do all your lesson plans and things. That makes sense. But they've already been booked with Rachel. It's a little rude to step on another teacher's toes, especially with, things like this. But, it's a great idea.
So Fira also gets inspiration as she checked all the Peter's boxes, calling him a teacher, like another teacher on par with Rachel. You've done all the work. You see this, like he just kind of, I have done all the work. Yes, yeah. Well, I couldn't do that to my peer Rachel. We
Of course.
And as he's saying, it's like I'll be on my way then. You all have fun with Rachel. She's an adequate teacher. And then you hear this knock on the door, and Peter like, oh shit, I gotta go, and he like runs towards a window and opens it, and then like gets like 1 foot out and like steps his foot out and like puts his head back in. Yeah, don't just I was.
It's okay. You brought us coffee. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah, I brought you coffee, and then I left, and because the training, the secret training. Okay, gotta go by, and then he just like runs.
I'll just close the window while someone else gets the door.
Let anyone be a teacher here.
And then Rachel opens the door, and it's like, well, are you all ready? I have successfully postponed the tarrasque hunt. I've gotten us passage to the village of Henri. And I got you all these jackets.
Does mine have just like one arm is like folded up and sewn shut?
No, yours has a full arm.
Okay. Awkward.
Are they matching jackets? Like team jackets?
I mean, they are matching, but they're just like brown.
Aww.
But does anyone put them on?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll put my jacket on.
It takes me a bit.
So everyone who puts their jacket on, except for Fira, immediately starts to sweat. Fira, you're like.
I mean, why?
These are so hot. Why are they so hot?
You're not supposed to put them on now.
Oh. Well, getting it on was too much work. I'm just going to leave it on.
And you notice, like, she was watching you put it on, and at first she was going to say something, and then she just didn't.
I'm going to sweat through it.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she's like, all right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this, everyone else, but putting a jacket on with one arm is very difficult. As I have just learned. I am not taking this thing off again. At least for a while.
Is there anything you all would like to do before we head out? We won't be back for a while.
Are there shops in the school or any kind of crafts or?
There are shops, not in the school, but in the town. The city,
in
I should
the town.
say. Yeah.
So I think what Fira would do for her most wonderful cousin is try to buy her like one-sided like satchels so she could just like grab a thing and have like a quick draw, like a bandolier, but for like maybe pouches or kid or something.
Gotcha. Okay, so Rachel
not take care of your wingman. So that's going to be like the only thing on her mind before this mission, and especially with the jacket thing. Like, oh God.
Rachel will give you then a pouch of 5,000 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Money.
Oh my God. What is the pouches, Rachel? Jeez. Okay.
I'll be at the teleportation circle when you all are done. So you
Okay.
head into the city. Trahggeim, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. Whoop.
Excellent. You suffer
Jack-
one level of exhaustion as it is
It's so hot.
so hot.
I'm gonna stick through this. It'll be fine. Can we go outside? Whew. Is it cold out? I feel like we need to go where it's cold out.
Not cold enough here. So, what shall you all buy with your 5,000 G?
Ice?
Help
Um,
Trahggeim take off that jacket first.
Yeah, if someone can help me with
Say
it,
like,
I'll take it
"No,
off.
no,
But
Let's just take this off and I'll carry this for you.
oh, thank
And
you.
not really give her an option to say no.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, let's see. Is the coffee bunny with us? Is Celine with us?
She is still with you. She has not left. She's only slightly buzzed.
Do I mean is yet? I'm
It's
really
cool.
like, where's the chicken?
The chicken?
Oh,
Because do I know who Celine is yet? I don't think I met Celine.
You have not met Celine, no.
So I'm like, where did we get the brown coffee colored bunny and where's the chicken?
look at Celine and say, Celine, she said bunny, right? How do bunnies act? And
Not
hold
like
her
this.
up.
Bunny. Okay.
Bunnies like to be petted, right? And slowly pet her.
I'm trying to be
Like what a bunny.
encouraging, like, yeah, what Astrid said. Like, it's completely normal for bunnies.
And bunnies like to make mouth lasers that melt the bad guys. And Trahggeim was like super excited
They do?
when she says
Okay.
that. It was mouth
Oh, wow.
lasers, right? Or were they eye lasers?
They're eye lasers.
Gotcha.
Weren't they eye lasers?
She has multiple lasers. This time, when you get like within 6 inches of her, you feel this like pull towards her, and you almost have to like hold your hand to stop yourself from like smashing her as you're just like pulled to her.
Trying to pet her.
She has gravity. Oh my god.
For the next day, Celine can cast the spell Gravity Sinkhole.
Nice.
That's all right. We care about her anyway, as she is. So I'm gonna, I guess, hold her and walk around the store looking at.
You
All the
try to
things.
pick her up. She must have had a lot of coffee. Like, she weighs about 50 pounds.
Fantastic.
So you can pick her up,
Junkie rabbit.
Fantastic.
but it may not be worth it.
All right, so I'm gonna try to pick her up and then set her down and try and pet her and then go off. Let her know that I'll be right back and then go off to look around and find something to buy.
She'll follow you, and like whenever she hops, you just hear this like thud. But she looks cute.
She cares about all of us. It's fine.
Hey, Chaz.
Is there any books on healing there that I don't already know? Anything that might be within the healing realm?
The
there
best
that I
books
could buy?
you would find would be in the library. Anything you find in like the general like city would be essentially like, so you want to be a healer, which you've like already read and mastered. And
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you could go to like an arcane shop and buy like a scroll or something.
I think I'd like to do that. As long as it's close by? I don't want to be away
I'd like to
from
look with
everybody
her
too
as
long.
well. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, you were saying something.
I was just, as you were asking, what do we want to buy? So Trahggeim's thinking, and she's just like, I'd like a new arm. And then after, like, as time progresses, because she's not that bright, she starts thinking about like DuChambeau and how he got an arm. So 2 questions. One, what was DuChambeau's new arm made out of?
DuChambeau's new arm was essentially a ghost arm. It looked ethereal, and you
Okay.
know it was physical because it could pick up physical things, but you could see through it as a ghost.
Okay, so I want to figure out where to go buy ghost arms, obviously. And 2, did I see anything in Uso's workshop that resembled a mechanical arm?
Yes.
So that like trickles into her thought stream, and she's like, "Oh."
It was fitted for Uso.
Yeah, I don't think she would have realized that.
Actually, probably not.
But Uso's free now, right?
Uso is free now, yes.
So maybe visiting her, I could get her to build me. Once I realize the arm in there is too small, like I'll totally strap it on and like walk around with like a halfling sized arm for a while. But then I'm just like, no, this isn't gonna work. Like it can't even hold a shield. What the hell's going on? So
Okay, so then you go into the workshop.
yeah, I think that's where I'll go.
The second time you've opened that door.
Uh-oh, that sounds like like there's a limited number or something going on.
I mean, I had one of the degrees was the maths. I like to count, so 1, 2, I have
one open door.
1 open, 2 open doors.
Great open door.
So you're walking around with this like halfling T-Rex arm.
Right.
Is it like 2 left arms? That would be funny. Is it like?
You know what?
Yes, it should be.
We're gonna do this. Jeremy, odds or evens?
We're going with odd for that one.
Yes, it is in fact a left arm.
Excellent. So it's like an upside down arm that's T-Rex size. That's amazing.
You can in fact buy scrolls. There is a scroll shop very near the school because that's like the set of patrons. People at the school is like, I want to cheat and I don't know how to cast fireball, so can I buy a scroll of fireball instead? What spells would you like? Scrolls do tend to be on the slightly expensive side.
I would like heal.
Heal is a 7th level spell, if I am not mistaken.
It is.
And I'm not there yet.
Okay, so then, oh no, it's a 6th level spell. So you walk up and you ask the young man if you can buy heal, and he like looks through all the like things. Oh yes, this one, scroll of heal is 1,650 gold.
Wow.
I feel like that's pretty pricey.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is a very powerful scroll. We don't have a lot of people who can cast it, much less like enchant it on a piece of parchment.
What are the other healing scrolls that you have, and they're like different abilities, different potencies?
What specifically are you looking for?
Kind of an in general healing ability in case any one of my friends get in trouble. Just to have.
That's fair.
That's fair. And then he looks at the giant bunny. Well, not giant bunny, but like the indented ground where the bunny is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of them summoner type things. I think I got some for you. And he like looks around and pulls out a scroll of healing spirit.
Is that cheaper? Is that a little more reasonable for us?
This is 150 gold.
Yes, 100% yes.
Deal.
Smash the door.
And I'm gonna look over at Celine and be like, "Look, Celine, look what we got you."
And she's gonna jump up and down for joy.
Oh,
You
good.
And the guy's like, no, could you stop that? Could you stop that, please?
Now, is this a one-time use thing, or is this something that she's learned now, as long as she has the scroll with her?
Scroll or one-time use.
One-time use. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay.
And you, ma'am, is there anything I can get for you?
Do they have a summon familiar spell? Because I'm just so fascinated with the chicken bunny situation that I want to check out the familiar option.
I mean, we've actually recently increased our stock, and so we can summon familiar, but we can also summon specific types of familiars. Like, do you want to summon a celestial familiar? Do you want to summon?
Absolutely, because now I got Star Guy and my friend with the chicken, and then we got all these connections.
So let us see. Where are you? I don't know where it is. I'm gonna say it's 3rd level because I don't know what it actually is.
I can cast up to 5.
You
Wait,
can
4.
cast
Nope.
any scroll you like, but if it's above the spell you can cast, you have to make a roll for it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Pretty sure this one is not that powerful though. Where are all my spells?
So, is there a difference between celestial familiars and other ones, or is it just do they look pretty?
No, there's a difference. One in the fighting ability. Most familiars are you can have them search. They're there to help you, but they're not really strong in a fight. Even Celine, who because of her caffeine addiction can cast a 4th level spell, does not have much HP, and so if anything were to target her, she's gone.
Okay.
Why can I not find? Here we go. Summon shadow spot. Summon celestial spirit. 5th level spell. You call forth a celestial spirit. It manifests in an angelic form in an unoccupied space. Does all kind of stuff, including radiant bow, radiant mace, healing touch, blah 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 blah. General angel stuff. But if it is 5th level, it shall cost ya.
They're a cheaper type of familiar.
Yeah, normal familiars are
The bargain bin familiar.
Right, what's the bargain? We have the earthworms with just a lot of initiative here.
It's like a snail.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I imagine that would be like what Peter is. The
Right.
bargain bin familiar.
Yeah. Ooh, 20.
Oh,
Not natural.
Peter.
Not natural? Okay. So you're you are clearly trying to rip me off. And then you find an actual bargain bin of scrolls that no one has wanted, someone off, and you're digging through, and you're what is this? He's like, ma'am, no one, what is this? I'm just trying to say no one actually gets this, and you're you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna take it, or I'm gonna check it out, and you open it up and you look through it. It is a fine familiar spell, but it is a fine familiar of a naked pangolin. A cross between a pangolin, which is those animals in African desert who walk around like this, like T-Rexes, and they always look like planning something,
Yes.
and a naked mole rat.
I
So we're
mean, I'm so down. I don't know why this wasn't in the front window.
The problem is that it has all of it looks like it has all the pangolin defensive things, but it doesn't. It just has that illusion magic, and so it actually is super easy to hit.
Well, you should be nicer to your familiars. Jeez, why would you throw a naked pangolin out there? Do you even think about? Do you just summon and throw them? What kind of shop do you run here?
What most people do with familiars. I mean, look at that one. You're telling me that's not a battle familiar? And then Celine is like, look.
Hey, don't judge our fluffy bunny friend, okay?
I would
do you
never.
see a shield on them? No.
I would never do that. I'll tell you what. I'll throw that one in for 12 gold.
Deal. Boom. Total.
You now have a scroll of find naked pangolin.
Excellent.
Amazing. Ooh, one more thing. We have a friend without an arm. Is there a long-lasting scroll of some kind of ethereal arm that could be temporarily used that you might have, or some kind of appendage?
Never heard of that.
Okay, okay. Does he actually not know anything about,
Give me an insight check.
or is he just messing around with me? Let's see.
Trahggeim.
Can I help her? Can we like lean in and give him judgy eyes? Because he already tried this.
He did, yeah,
So.
yeah. You have advantage on the insight check because you're both like, well, what's going on here?
Astrid.
Mhm.
15. He generally looks confused. Like he's not even sure. He doesn't even know if this spell exists.
I'm gonna kind of lean in again with my eyebrow raised. Like, well, we have a friend of ours that really enjoys coffee. I mean, recently, not so much. Really enjoys coffee, and his drinking or her drinking hand is gone. So we
I
need
got it.
something that would be able to lift and maneuver the coffee cup or a fork or maybe a knife to help cut meat. So if you've got something, affordably, of course, because, we don't have fancy jobs. We're just students.
What about this scroll of mage hand?
Ooh.
I'm going to be super excited on the inside. And I would like, yes, that seems like that's exactly what we need. Can you explain to me what this would provide my friend and how long it would last, maybe?
So he summons his mage hand. He's like, you need just this hand, and you can use it to pick things up. And he like picks up a scroll from the bargain bin with the mage hand.
I try to high five it. I want to see how it goes.
You high five it. It even though it's spectral, it's kind of like it feels kind of like ghost jello. Or like there is resistance, but it's yeah.
Don't do that,
Like
Astrid.
moist?
like you look at your hand, it doesn't look, but it's like that was
I'd like
definitely
a free
kind of
demo
moist.
Feels,
of breast
yeah.
interpretation, please.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
This is absolutely what we need.
Now, mage hand does not last very long. And in the minute that he's been showing you, and he's like holding the scroll, mage hand dissipates.
Oh, man, that's all right. Do you have a couple of them or just the one?
I can give you. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a deal because this is one of our like most common spells. I'll give you 100 for 100 gold.
Boom, let's do it.
Absolutely. Yep.
You
Yep.
have 100 scrolls of mage hand.
That lasts like 10 seconds.
You want to use one to carry the rest of them, Astrid? Gotta, delegate.
Well, mage hand can only
Yeah.
lift. One is the size of your hand, and it can only lift, I think, 5 pounds.
Okay.
How much is parchment? Like 100 of them would be 5 pounds, right?
It's not the weight of it. It's more like it can only fit like 2 in his hand.
Oh.
Put him in a
Okay.
sack, and then it can carry
Lemon.
the sack.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, shopping bag. You need a bag, please. A little mimosa to go. Oh, and check out the leather shop to get the bandolier for the one side pouches.
Oh yeah, and you can find that at the leather worker pretty easy.
How much
It
would that be?
costs you about 15 gold.
Okay. Wunderbar.
Okay.
Something for Uo. We need to bring something back because we can't have something for all of us and not have something for Uo.
What
You
if
should
you
find
like?
him. You should find him a Ouija coffee
Ooh.
cup, since he's all about foretelling the future.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Some personalized like tarot stuff.
Ouija
Wait
board.
in the store and lead the way. Here's your card.
That's amazing. All right. Well, we have a friend who's into foretelling the future. Do you have something that might be kind of fun for them? You know, like a gifty thing.
How much
Might
are
be
you?
his birthday. We're not totally certain.
How much are you willing to spend?
I don't like that question, sir.
I
Yeah.
just because like
What do you got?
we have lots of things. If someone who's willing to tell the future, are they willing to tell the future for others, tell the future for themselves? Something that I got as a graduation gift was a scroll of foresight.
Oh, Jesus.
No, 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 no.
I don't know anything about that. Is that good, Astrid? Just like under my breath, like, is that cool or is that like a level 1 spell?
Like that's sometimes a little too much information. Yet
Doesn't he
also
like that? He
cool.
seems like he's into that.
He might be into that. He might be a little bit
He might
into
be into
that
it, and he like
in the
runs
right
to the back
moment.
and like climbs up and like gets this like top shelf scroll
This
with like
top shelf girl.
gold like laid in around the side. Like, no, this is if you're trying to get somebody a birthday, this is the thing. This right here will have them know that you care. See,
Wow.
what happens is when you cast foresight, you don't really get to see you see essentially like 5 seconds in front of you, but you see it for like the rest of the day. And so if anyone tries to hit you, they have disadvantage on him because you can see the hit coming before it actually hits, and you know where they're going to be, so you can hit them. It's a lot easier to hit. It's a nice defense. It is a great spell, and
Right.
I'll sell it to you because you've spent so much money already. I'll sell it to you for the low price of 3,500 gold.
Low price.
Low price of 3,500 gold.
Low price. Well, what do you think? I
Do you,
mean, it does
do you just have
seem
like a
pretty
T-shirt that
cool.
says "I foretold the end of the world" and all I got was this lousy shirt?
I
Something.
know a good tunic shop for that.
I know
We
this
need to get
store
that.
who makes t-shirts, but that's not a different job.
Best t-shirt ever.
I feel like we could splurge. I feel like this time we could splurge. But how much money do we have left? Because I haven't written any of this down.
No, we have plenty, but I don't like this guy. That sounds fabulous, and I want 4 of those, but I don't like that price. Well, I mean, if I talked to my friend star people and they told me that, the end of the world was coming, I'd probably need a mood booster too. So,
Mhm.
okay.
So do
Yeah.
we have a deal?
3,400.
Give me a charisma check.
Ah, crap. Okay. I don't think I put points into that one. Just to check, I just clicked the charisma button.
Yeah. 15. 3,400. Got yourself a deal.
Done.
So you now have a scroll of foresight. Foresight, you touch a willing creature and bestow a limited ability to see into the immediate future for the duration, which is 8 hours. The target can't be surprised, has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target for the duration.
Nice.
I would like all of these gift wrapped, please, and put into effect.
Yes. And does he have any kind of like really gifty things like a t-shirt or a coffee mug,
Oh, we
anything
have
that goes
the
along
t-shirts
with the name of
now.
the store?
Vanity
We need
scroll.
one for Rachel too.
He has vanity scrolls, like
What's
The-
a vanity scroll?
the scroll of I'm on Fireball.
I want that one.
We need those.
This is our most popular scroll. You can just show it and it gets a great laugh at all the parties. However, you can also cast an illusionary fireball at yourself, and it looks like you set yourself on fire, but it's just an illusion, so you didn't.
Is it like dramatic Beyonce fire, or is
Oh,
it
yeah.
like
It's dramatic Beyonce fire.
Okay.
Your hair. We added a thing in the newest batch where your hair just like blows in the wind, kind of like a cape of billowing for everything.
Oh,
Hot.
yes. How many do we need, Astrid? Astrid chicken rabbit, and we need Trahggeim. Ooh, I need one. Rachel, 7?
7? Oh, so
7.
that'll be 700 gold.
Just gift
Worth
wrap
it.
these.
Worth it. 100%.
So you now have 100 scrolls of Mage
Mage
Hand,
hand.
Mage hand.
1 scroll of Foresight, 7 scrolls of I just set myself on Fireball,
Naked pangolin.
scroll of Find Naked Pangolin, and a scroll of Healing Spirit.
Healing spirit. But the healing spirit, is that only that Celine can use?
You can
Or
either
can I use?
summon another summon, although it would kick Celine out, or you can have Celine become the Healing Spirit.
I'd like her to become the healing spirit, I think.
I think Healing Spirit lasts for 10 minutes.
I think that sounds good. This seems like a really successful trip.
Awesome. So if they're all bagged up, we're gonna be like, okay, toodles, bye.
Yep.
They're not like fancy bagged up. He just takes like a massive canvas bag and then takes like some gold lace and like wraps it around. Like happy
It was
bird.
more about the principle that we spent like a stupid amount of money, but I need some effort. I need some emotional effort here to back up our purchase.
He definitely tried. You saw him like looking around like twine, gold twine. Pew! Wrap it up.
Perfect is beautiful.
And
You
so
have a
you make-
business card. Should we tell our friends? A little, scroll, business card scroll.
Is there like a punch card that you have? Because we're obviously
punch
going to
card.
come back. We've had a great time here.
Customer loyalty card. Nice.
I can make one. And you see
Yeah.
like take some paper and just like a little like scorching ray. Like here you go. Come back 2 more times and you'll get a 10% discount. Or 20.
Woo!
I don't know. I'll ask the manager. She's not
I
here
heard
right
20.
now.
I'm gonna write it down right now on the card. 20.
Wait,
Awesome.
hold up. Wait. Just let me check with her first. Rachel tends to get
Thank
angry
you so much.
if you. What's that look?
Rachel? Is it Rachel?
And it clicks to you. Like it's close to the school. It is an arcane establishment, and the best arcane practitioner in the city is Rachel.
Well, funny
I'm
thing.
not. I
with
don't
these
think I'm at the
gifts-
place you need me to be. Connection there.
She's the only person who could establish something like this, because she's the only person who has the knowledge to do so.
Ah.
Plus, she's the only like professional like wizard who would create something like a scroll of I just set myself on fireball.
We gotta got this free.
We love Rachel. She loves us. In fact, one of these gifts will be for her. Funny thing.
Absolutely.
I think she'd be cool with 20% off.
I'm sure she would. Yeah. You love
That's
her.
so funny.
Well, I'll see you later. Bye. And then he goes back to like kind of like restocking and like having to create another 100 scroll of made bands.
Oh,
Okay, next.
Mage hand. Gross.
You make your way back to, or I assume you make your way to the teleportation circle where Rachel is like just sitting down waiting. Oh wow, you all have been busy.
this is for you. This is for you. Is everybody else there?
And when I take mine, I take it with my backwards little hand. I'm like, thank you.
Rachel's like,
You need this too. Hold on. Boop. And just put your little sash on. There you go.
Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
you lost 2 people?
2
Oh
people.
no. I got the app and I took all your advice, so it's doing better this time.
Yay. Yeah, it can
well then,
it can eat all of the memory
Oh.
for sure.
yeah.
I see Adela might be back. Can you hear us, Adela?
I can hear you.
Yay. And there's
Oh.
John.
Yay!
Rachel looks at the scrolls and is like, "Did you get this from my shop?"
You get
Is that your shop?
so much money.
I could have just given you these. Oh my god!
Why didn't you tell us this? You know how long it's been since I've been here.
Didn't she
I don't.
technically give it to us because she gave us the money to go buy it?
Should we go back? You want to talk to your guy?
We'll talk to you when we get back. I mean, I can't give it to you, but I can give it to you for much less than what you paid for sure. I know that guy. He's such a. Oh my god, I hate him. I technically made him my magic because he's like, you have to like charge money for these, and I'm like, why? Yeah, no. Well,
Here's our receipt, and I trust you. You gave me the money anyway, so
as you look, and her like eyes like light up, and she's like furious, but she's like, no, Rachel, one pop at a time. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
and I'm like, here, Astrid, go give them to your friends. I give her all the little gift bags.
I will take them. Like, here's Celine. Now you're a healing bunny, and give her the heal scroll.
I
Like,
mean, are you sure
kind of
you want
shove it on her
to give
little
it to
outfit.
her, or do you want to like use it on her when you?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what? I'll keep it. I'll just show her. I'll show her and be like, look, see,
How close do you get to
someday.
her?
Someday, unintentional healing laser rabbit.
And try and pet her again and just say out loud, bunnies like to be petted. Bunnies like to be petted.
And she looks at you slightly confused.
That's okay.
But you know, she's kind of happy. And then we're like, well, if you all are ready, set foot on the teleportation circle.
Well, hold on. Astrid, give Uo the weird thing. The weird
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
see, I thought you. Okay, so Uo, we've got something for you. It's very special. We can both hand it to him. You gotta open it up though. Is Uo with us?
John, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All
Sorry,
right,
one
so
more time.
we're giving you a scroll that you can.
So, am I
afford-
out of the library yet?
Yeah, Rachel would have come in and grabbed you.
All right, so I'd be with Rachel then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Uo looks exhausted. He's very tired. He's clearly been up all night in the library. And he handed him the scroll.
And this is to be able to foretell your future, but for the next 8 hours. So you got to hold on to it until the right moment.
He looks down at the scroll kind of with bleary eyes, just kind of going through the overview of the scroll. I'm not sure how like scrolls necessarily are designed or drawn, but what can Uo discern from this scroll as its function?
While it's not any glyphs you've ever seen, you recognize the pattern. It is a foretelling. You do know it is very personal in nature. So you can't use it to discern anything about anyone else. It kind of seems almost defensive, in that you can use it to see those 15 degrees to the left next time, or you also know it's long lasting. However, you know it is going to be hard to cast this particular scroll. It's not guaranteed because it is such a high level magic and one you're not familiar with.
Right. That's ultimately kind of like what I think I'm driving here at. So it is powerful divination.
It is exceedingly powerful divination.
I mean, his eyes will get wide, and he'll shuffle that up into his robe sleeve, and kind of look at everybody suspiciously, like as to where they got their hands on that.
And Rachel just kind of like tap you and be like, "It's okay."
You're welcome.
Uo nods and says, "It was meant to be."
Seems appropriate. All right,
Kids
we're
are
gonna go over and face Trahggeim And I think I'm going to omit some of those mage hands and keep some and hand some back, and maybe give 20 mage hand to Trahggeim and say, these will help you. They don't last very long, so this is why you have so many of them, but they'll help you pick things up. This is a scroll for a mage hand.
Huh. Thanks.
I tried high-fiving it, wouldn't recommend it, but if you ever want to like sloppy slap somebody, you can definitely do that.
Nice. She like tries to take him in her little arm, but then like just reaches out with her big hand and grabs them nonchalantly, but obviously.
Now, do you have a satchel now? Did we get a satchel?
I think
Yeah, like a little
Kara gave me
bandolier,
one,
little
yeah.
pouches
Alright.
and things.
So, like, maybe those can go in the satchel for now, and maybe you should test one out. Just one to see how it
What
works.
should I test it on?
And maybe putting these in the satchel with your mage hand.
Oh, okay. So I'll set the bundle down, and I'll take one of the scrolls, and I will touch the scroll to it like it's supposed to grab it, and then try to move them into my satchel with the scroll. It's not
Pirate.
working.
That sea education really gets to you, huh?
I'm gonna
Is
look
it-
over at Rachel and say, please, can you show her?
Is
Rachel's
there
gonna be like,
a
hold
sticky
on,
end?
hold
Or
on,
how does
Trahggeim. And she's gonna like have you sit down on the chair she was just sitting down, and she's gonna walk behind you and put her hands on your temples and be like, just breathe and think about the hand that was there.
Massage.
And then a jolt of arcane energy is going to like flow through your body,
Ah!
and it's going to trigger the scroll in your hand.
Oh, it worked. And
You
I'll
now
have-
know how to attempt to cast a scroll.
Attempt. Fair enough.
Because you understand now, you have this like, even if you may not want to admit it, you kind of at least understand how magic works, and so you can attempt to cast from mage hand.
Magic.
But this isn't magic though. This is like your hand in
Right.
ghost form.
Right. It's my ghost hand. I love it. And I'll use it to put those scrolls in my satchel.
Okay.
It's kind
How
of
does that
like,
feel?
just picks it up and just stuffs them in there so they're not like, But
Not
she
like
would have done that
neatly.
with her normal hand too, so.
Okay. And then we have the most exciting scrolls, and I'm gonna pass out all the bling ones.
These are the best guys.
And Richard starts like laughing and say, "I knew this was amazing."
And then like show Rachel hers and say, we didn't even realize that this was your shop, so we had gotten one for you. And then we realized after the fact, but here, this
takes-
could be amazing.
This is going to be amazing. Oh my god.
All right. I think we're good. I think that's it, right?
I'm really excited for when everybody decides to whip out their I am Fireball.
That's the way to do it, really.
It should help us intimidate the enemy, I'm just going to say.
Fireball
It's gonna be
is
like-
the solution.
It's like the haka in
Yeah,
rugby.
exactly.
We'll all stand
Except
there and
beyond
like make noises and then set ourselves on fire, and people are gonna be like, "These people are fucking crazy," and run away.
Oh, I knew I'd bring you to the right side, Trahggeim.
And this is the start of Trahggeim turning into a wizard.
Aw.
I don't know if I go that far.
So then you're all geared up, ready. Rachel's like, "Are we all ready for to teleport?"
Let's do this. Oh,
I do turn to look to Rachel and ask her to give me the coordinates and I will do it.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I can't access my sheet. So
Yes, I will roll for thou. Because you spend the most time with her today, and so you would have the best idea. Other than where is she?
Did I finish my registration with the teleportation department?
No, didn't have time.
Okay.
It is a slow DMV. That is a daze.
There's a line
That's
at the
fair enough.
door.
That's fair enough. He's just very excited to show off some of these new skills.
So you roll a natural 20, but with a disadvantage, it is a 12.
Ah, that's too bad.
Rachel says
I'm
no.
doing that Trahggeim smile super hard, like the hardest Trahggeim smile possible.
I'll do it this way. I don't think. Yeah, I'll take care of it this time, and then I'll let you teleport us back. How about that?
I mean, the coordinates here are so easy. Maybe if you just let me observe your input, I could progress in my new field of study.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna roll a Constitution or was it a Wisdom saving throw for you?
For what?
She's gonna cast a spell on you.
Oh God.
Con save.
A con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Probably, yeah. My super high con because I'm such a big
child.
beefy guy.
Natural
Oh,
1.
no.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
She's like, you know
Nat
what?
20, nat 1. That's
You're right, and just like puts her hand over your eyes, and you are blind.
God damn it. Uo is not pleased.
Like, it's for the best you don't have this spell or these coordinates. I do apologize, but I know your curiosity, and I know it will get the better of you. I'll release you as soon as we have arrived.
And because I don't want Ooh to feel bad, I'm like, it's okay. And I lean down. I'm like, high five with my backwards little arm. And I'm like,
No,
Ooh.
it's fine.
You can't
It's fine.
Ooh,
Rachel,
over
do
here.
Trahggeim. They can't
Ooh.
see you. You got a good game of bomb. We got this.
I'll take your hand and I'll try and like use your hand to high five my hand unless you fight me on it. And
Your
then
mind
it's
is
still
being
I'm still
assaulted right
trying,
now.
but I'm like, stop it. Just
it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry,
Just
that
he'll
would be
make a
more
mental
like,
note that Rachel's going to be the
That way.
first voluntary vessel for the manifestation of a new star.
She kind of like pulls you towards the teleportation circle, and since she assumes no one else can cast teleportation, she will begin to teleport. And as the circle like lights up, she'll say, "I think it's best you help Trahggeim put on her jacket, and you all put on your own. It's about to get very."
no, I got this. Really, it's fine.
Help.
Just
I'm gonna
put this-
immediately help.
Okay. Oh,
And then
thanks.
put on my
Oh, okay, thanks.
Your robot hand does not make it outside the jacket.
Yeah.
So it's like
Can I cut the sleeve off of this side?
you can.
I will
But then
totally
the
do
wind will
that.
get in there with
Yeah.
the hole. You don't want that. Tie a knot. Just tie a knot.
Oh yeah, I'll just like roll the sleeve up, like
Yeah.
past it.
We get you a normal arm.
What are you talking about? This one's fine. I don't see. You can tell she's obviously in denial. This one is fine.
Okay.
And you feel that rush of wind as you are teleported into a dark, dank room that looks to be built of like because there's this heavy smell of mold and like rotting wood.
Ugh.
Is it
And
dark? Like, do we need lights if we
dim
can see in the
light.
dark?
It's dim,
Okay.
but not dark. And Rachel walks up and opens the door, and you see all these little children. Think like Oliver's Twist. You know, they're all like kind of dirty, and they all have the fancy hats. and they're like, Miss Rachel, and they all run up and like give her a hug.
Oh.
She's like, oh, how are you all doing? Is Sister Frida here? And they're like, yeah, she's in the other room. We'll show you, Miss Rachel. And they're like pulling her hand and pulling her to the other room to get Sister Frida.
Sister Frida?
Sister
Cheers.
Frida.
Can you undo what you've done to Uo here? I'm like trying to guide Uo, and
She's like, oh yeah, and she like blinks, and then Uo, you can see now.
Uo mutters something dark and foreboding. Um,
but now you can see it. So I lean down and I'm like, high five, high five.
Uo says, "I'm not sure if that would qualify as a high five. You are much taller than I am, but
Alina.
I don't think it is. Kind of. He'll reach up, but I think he's. I mean, you're huge. You're Rogadin, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So he'll reach up, but like I think he's like waist high for you, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of reach up and kind of wave his hand around a little bit.
I'll lean down and smack my backwards mechanical hand against yours. Yeah.
That will save your life.
Just like my other arm saved Uso's life.
In a different way, but yes.
I'll nod because I'm used to Uo just saying random things that don't make sense to me, and follow Rachel out.
And so you see Rachel is in front of Sister Frida, and they send all the youngins out to play in the snow. Shira, especially for you, like even with the super hot, you were okay with the super hot jacket. Like you already know this could have been a huge mistake. It is frigid.
Yep.
Like
Ugh.
it is like midday noon, and it's maybe 2 degrees outside.
So could I just like hold a personal bonfire?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like holding this fire, like don't touch me. I'm not ready yet.
And Rachel walks up to Sister Frida and very demeaned is like, Sister Frida, I was wondering if you could help us get to the island. You know which one I mean. Sister Frida responds, Dearest Rachel, I know not what brought you here this day, but I do beseech you, please return. There is nothing to be gained from that island.
We hear this?
Oh yeah, they're not hiding it. So
Hey,
as long as you're like in
we
the room.
put off the Tarrasque hunt. Sorry, we put off the Tarrasque hunt to go on this field trip? Question mark?
Yeah.
We're going.
And she looks up and is like, Rachel, how far you have fallen. You dare bring children in your quest to satiate your lust for the arcane?
Oh
it's
no,
like,
he's not.
that's-
He's not a kid. He just has. Yeah.
or
I
it's
can't
like,
think of what they're called.
I'm not looking for arcane thing. We just need to. I don't know how to explain, but please just believe me this time.
Ooh, she said this time. Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
Okay. Still huddling my little fire, but now I'm like, ooh, this time.
Yeah, give me that insight check.
All right. Boom.
15. So you would know that Rachel at one point was some of the archaeologists like delving into the deep dark ruins to find ancient arcane secrets. She's been acting weird. So one, you get the feeling that Rachel is afraid of whatever's on this island, which is not something you see very often from Rachel. Two, she has apparently attempted to come here in search of magical secrets. But you do know that Rachel last night mentioned specifically like religious secrets that she wants to look for.
Interesting. Okay. Just wanted to make little mental observations.
Yeah, she's afraid of what's going to happen. She is hopeful that she can somehow convince Sister Frida, who somehow knows how to get to this island, to show her the way.
Okay. I'm going to try to back her up then. Because I'm not a student. So hopefully it's enough to not be a kid. So I'll, yeah, what she said. Because, important stuff.
What important stuff would I be speaking of?
Tell her, Rachel. Because this time you're telling the truth, so it's important to share with your friends.
She looks at you and just does a deep, exhaustive sigh, and it's like,
You're welcome.
She says, it seems as if the world is in peril, and there may be a way to prevent it on this island. And Sister Frida responds, this world is always in peril. What has happened now?
Super peril.
Fira, give me a persuasion check.
Let's see. Persuasion.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Bonfire. It's very convincing.
It is. You're just like, whatever it takes to get me out of here.
Right.
And she looks at you, and your eyes have this sense of purpose that are missing from Rachel's because of the fair. And Sister Frida looks at you in disgust, and says, about half a day's trek south from this orphanage is a bell. Upon ringing that bell, you will find an enlightened creature of the deep. Win his trust, and he will show you the way.
In my head, I'm like, I didn't like any of that. I'll be like, oh, thank you. Bring it in. I won't touch her with the fire, but I appreciate the sharing. It's wonderful.
What do you mean by creature of the deep?
Give me a con saving throw there, Fira.
A con?
A con saving throw.
Cheese and crackers. Okay. Con saving throw. Found it. Oh, no. That's not very high.
So you give her a hug, and when you touch her, you feel this sensation, which is hard to describe. It feels as if your soul almost burned away in an instant.
I like her.
You pull back, and she's looking at you like she was about to hug you, and then she's like, "I'm sorry. Is something the matter?"
Is that like a normal thing that happens?
No, that's never happened.
Oh, okay. Did you not want the hug? I'm sorry. I'm a hugger.
It's like, I don't know what's happening. Granted, I don't get many hugs. The children.
High five? Give me a non-bonfire hand. I'm gonna try a high five.
Okay, and she gives you a high five. Right hand?
The non-bonfire hand.
Okay. Yeah, same sensation. And like
Are you okay?
black out for a second, but you come back and
I black out? Oh my god.
Like for like half a second, you don't even fall, but like you are not really conscious. And you come to her and she's like pulling her hand back. Like, that was nice. Thank you. I enjoyed that high five.
I'm gonna like look around and like turn off my bonfire and do like a check. I don't know, internally, externally, see if I notice anything that's weird. Is it just her?
Everything seems fine.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything in front of everybody because I'm like, it might be me, new here, it's cold, I could be
And-
allergic to her, it's fine. But I'm gonna talk to Rachel when we're like on our way somewhere.
Gotcha. And then Rachel's like, "Oh my god,
She
thanks."
has any advice for us, though?
Oh,
Like, if she's got any advice to gain
she
the
has
trust.
turned away. She didn't want to give you that bit of information in the first place.
Okay.
Then I kind of molested her, my bad.
And so like Rachel's like, "All right, we gotta go. We gotta go now." And is like already out and it's like, "Bye, kids." And you leave and the kid's like, "Bye, Miss Rachel." And you all like cross this bridge and start heading down this icy mountain, heading towards the ocean that you can already see. And it is a trek, but it's about half a day.
My bonfire got bigger.
Yeah, just trying to keep yourself warm. Even with the bonfire, even with the magical coat, it is difficult, especially as it gets closer and closer to the night. The temperature goes from like 2 degrees to -2 degrees to -10 degrees. By the time you get there, it is -20 degrees.
If any of you want to learn bonfire and we can hold them together, I will teach you.
I'm just like, walk it off, Vera. Come on. But then when like you're not, when I think you're not looking, I'm like,
Trahggeim, this is especially scary for you because you've almost died from the cold
Been
already.
there.
right?
Yeah, this is like just bringing back like flashback.
I feel like
keep
it's more
looking around.
psychological because being undead, I'm
Really
probably not
feeling.
feeling it as much as everyone else, but I'm still like, oh god, the
No,
cold.
actually, you didn't feel the heat. But when you stepped outside, it was as if it wasn't chilling your person. It was some kind of magical cold that even for an undead is fucking
Interesting.
frigid.
Yeah. Okay.
And like Rachel, like as soon as that bell's in sight, she like sprints to it and rings it, and it's just like waiting at like water's edge.
Gonna make sure she doesn't fall in.
Right.
She's motivated.
And you all have been waiting about 10 minutes since Rachel has rung the bell. Was there anything you'd all like to do?
Tell her about the rear dog. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'd
No,
like
you're fine.
to make another bonfire. But like maybe successfully, maybe not.
Don't you have the bonfire spell?
I don't think I chose a bonfire spell.
You did not. You chose infestation.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I just
I
want to
can
ask
teach you.
lots of questions. I want to ask lots of questions and be like, how do you do this?
Let's say yeah. Because your magics are fairly similar in nature, both communing with the elements, I would say you could learn bonfire from Fira.
You gotta feel the fire in your spirit, Astrid, and then you do some of this, and then boom. And it's so
I'll
cold.
do exactly, and boom,
Yeah.
and be like, hey, you guys, let's get warm. And where is this guy? Hello.
And I'm gonna ask Rachel about like, so have you ever hugged your nun friend before?
No, I tend to stay very far away from Sister Frida. She is not normal.
Is there any reason why someone would have searing pain and a blackout from some kind of physical contact with her?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of reasons. I've never quite figured out who or what Sister Frida is.
Well, she's not eating the children, is she? We're not worried about that.
No. I've
Okay.
kept in contact with most of the children. They tend to go off. Some have gone to Porta Temporea. She seems
Okay.
to keep them safe. Children who lost their parents due to like this chilling cold.
Oh, well, that's really sweet. I don't know. It burns. Her hugs burn, and I like burning. I did not like that.
Burning.
Are you
Astrid,
here?
let's spell something with the fire in the snow.
Yeah. I'm all about that. I'm all about that.
And as Rachel is like thinking, trying to contemplate what could this burning be. You hear in the distance this low, this whale-like sound.
Wailing, like someone wailing, or like an actual
Like
whale?
an actual whale.
Okay.
That's your people stuff, Trahggeim. What's going on?
What is going on? What's the whale saying? I'm like, I speak well.
It comes up to like the ledge of the iceberg, and it's like, "Who are you?" I'm not gonna do it long, but it's a whale speaking. It's like, "Who are you? You're not Sister Frida."
This is Rachel.
Why have you summoned me? And like around the whale are like some like narwhals and a couple of dolphins.
Okay, now I'm interested. I want to pet them. You guys can talk.
Watch out for the pointy end. And I like
Give
massage a scar that I've had since I was a child.
Give me a charisma check to
Noted.
see if you can like befriend the narwhals.
That.
Do which one?
Charisma check.
Charisma check. Oh, I'm gonna try so
To
hard.
follow in suit and try and pet the narwhals as well.
Because we got 15. So Astrid, your attention is unfortunately split because you have this 50-pound rabbit
Yeah, that's okay.
who doesn't realize she's 50 pounds and so is like jumping up and down, and like the weight can handle 50 pounds, but it's the jumping up and down and the scaring and it's also you're like so it kind of slows you down. But Fira, you almost like fall in as you're like so excited, you like slide and you're like, oh my god, how are you doing? And they like as if they're like used to being pet, they like swim up and like kind of like start playing with you with the like horns. And
He's
as
a good boy.
you notice the eye of the sperm whale like look at you and then look back at Rachel.
Are you a good boy too?
Meanwhile, Trondheim's standing there like you can tell she's in flashback mode.
Just like
Right?
Trondheim, it's not a good time to go swimming. It'll be fun. No.
So much blood.
I'm gonna do a shape water and make like a little narwhals that look like them and be like, look at you.
Interesting. And so Uo and Trahggeim, who are not playing, you can tell that the sperm whale was very much. First of all, it's been awakened. It's speaking common to you all.
Right.
You can tell it was very. When it didn't see Sister Frida, it was very much like, "Who are you? Why did you call me here? I was home chilling out. Why are you wasting my time?" And then it looked at Fira, and then all of a sudden, his demeanor slightly changed.
In a
Like
good
in-
way or a bad way?
Right? It's a great question.
In a good way. He started asking questions about you instead of like, "Why are you here? What can I do for you? What is it that you need, friend?" Seems that he very much approved of the friendship that was building. And so when that happened, where it's like, "Oh, well, there is an island called Grimskull Island. I was wondering if you could take us there." And he's like, "Oh, I can absolutely do that. Hop aboard." And you see behind him this ship like surfaces from the deep.
Whoa. I didn't know they did that.
And he like brings it to the side, allowing you to get on board this ship, which is about like 40 feet long, 25 feet wide.
So is he like towing the ship, or?
He is towing the ship. It was underwater until he said hop aboard.
Oh. We will waste no time getting on to the boat.
Okay, we got one.
Indeed.
Rachel's like, oh my god, thank you. And Rachel jumps on.
Oh, I will absolutely.
They're like, Trahggeim, wait,
Skipping
I know
over.
you both.
Yay! Come on! Yay!
What about, is Astrid on? So we're just waiting for Fira.
Okay, guys. This is totally normal.
I'll walk back out.
Like, slowly.
I'll walk back out and go to like take your hand with my little hand, then I'm like, oh, and take your hand with my normal hand and just like walk with you. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Just remember, you'll only be surrounded by miles and miles of super deep, cold, crushing water. It'll be fine.
You.
And when she says it,
But
she
don't
means
let
it.
go.
She's just like, it's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
And then this sperm whale, like, all right, everybody hold on, and just starts like towing the boat. And the narwhals are like swimming around. The dolphins are like, it's just like coming with you. You have like this whole like party. And then he's like, no, unfortunately, because of the rock that's in the area, the best way is to go underwater. I hope you all know how to breathe water. And it goes up and then goes slowly down. Now you see that thing that whales do where it's like the head goes down and then the back, and then you see the tail up and it goes down, and like the rope that was attached to it, it's not super long, and so you see it getting more and more taut, and then it's just, and it starts pulling you under.
Oh, Trahggeim's totally at the front of the ship, like, I'm the queen of the world! With her one huge arm outstretched and her other backwards little upside down arm.
Living her best life.
And let's see. And as you're about to go under, this pocket of air, this bubble, encapsulates the entirety of the ship.
Astrid loves it.
And
Absolutely loves it.
for the next 4 hours, we'll say, the sperm whale isn't just taking you to Grimskull Island, but also kind of giving you a tour. Oh, here was a pirate ship that was here before the war. It's really sunken now. Here is a city of like storm giants. We don't get near them. They're kind of weird. Where is the other one? Oh, here's this long lost city, Atlantis. We don't hang out there either. It's fine. It's like showing you all the sites, all his like cool whale hangouts.
Cool hangouts. That's awesome.
And then he takes you to Grimskull Island. He's like, well, whenever you're ready, let me know. I can let you dock. I cannot stay very long. I've already been attacked by this rock once.
Why is a rock attacking you? And you can hear the K in the word.
Yeah. He doesn't respond to that one.
She thinks about it as she like walks off the ship. What if Celine put her gravity on this rock to keep it from like swimming around and attacking the whale? Why is the rock swimming around?
Because it's dangerous in the water.
So you make your way off the boat, and he's like, "Call me whenever. I'll stay around here, so I'll listen for you." And you see in front of you what appears to be a giant's lair, because just the like sheer size of it, it's like carved into the mountain to look like a skull. And Rachel is once again going like full speed, running in. Um, I assume you all follow.
Yeah,
She's
I'll try
still-
and
she
keep
hasn't
keep up.
given us any further information though, like no directions at all. She's just like running.
Kind of, yeah. And as you all follow and you like enter the giant's like entrance, you see she's stopped, and there's this like kind of booming voice in the background. Wait a minute, who are you? I see, you're intruders, huh? And in the back there is this giant, and because of the giant, it's really easy to see what's going on. This very old, shredded, what once was a beard, um, eyes glazed over, probably not blind, but probably not very good vision, and like attempts to get up, but like can't get up, so like looks for his like great axe and like sits it down.
Damn humanoids, get off my porch!
And like takes a step forward. Okay. And like the axe is shaking. "Oh, I will defend the fort. How about you?"
Rachel, did he not
And
know we were coming?
that's where we'll end,
Okay.
as this ancient giant is walking towards you very
I wish
slowly.
we had some Werther's originals to like give to
Right?
please.
Oh, now all I can see is like a giant Wilford Brimley, like walking towards us.
Yeah, yeah. I did not. It is. This poor giant is super old. Very much get off my lawn. What are you doing? Have I told you about my grandson?
Nice.
So yeah, I think that's a good place to end, as you are now within the Grimskull Island. This is where Rachel has been like desperate to get in order to do some research as to what's going on. She seems to think the answer is here. But blocking your way is Grandpa Giant, the first giant who ever existed.
I'm worried he's gonna fall down and break a hip. I'm gonna feel bad. Awesome.
Yeah, I think we will wrap up there. Please join us next week. I cannot wait to see what you all do with the old giant.
Fireball.
I have many things planned
I'm
in
your
here
ball.
for all of you.
With jazz hands.
Yay!
Right.
If he does jazz hands, he'll break a shoulder.
Gentle
Gentle
jazz.
jazz hands.
Close. Trahggeim can get on it too.
But thank you all for joining, and then we will see you all next week.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.